Chase, tell us about yourself.
Sure. I'm Chase.
Hello and welcome to 3D Dice. My name is Celeste Bloodrain. I've got the amazing Nullfish with me, and you're here
Hello.
for What's Shaken Live. You want to say hello?
Yeah, hey, how are you doing, everyone? Thank you, 10 Rabbit Bears for subscribing. I know you're lurking here.
Right? And we're going to be doing a little bit of a dev update today, as well as Q&A. Feel free to just drop your questions in the chat while we're talking, and if you want to interrupt us, and we'll have a section at the end for answering your questions if you don't think of any while we're chatting. The first thing I wanted to show today was our new homepage. Nullfish did an amazing job here. I think it looks super beautiful, and it shows you the rolls of a bunch of the dice that people have made and are getting ready to sell in our marketplace. How did us guys get so awesome? I'm gonna send that one over to Nullfish. How did we get so awesome?
I don't know. I think you guys. I mean, we don't make these dice. I say this every stream, but like these dice definitely I have no part in making. So the people who make them are just crazy cool. And I wanted to be able to show that off on our new homepage. So yeah, whenever you go to 3ddice.com now, you'll see all the latest and newest dice that people are creating and see them roll live, and you'll get to click the little banner at the bottom to see if you want to, add them to your digital dice box.
Yeah, we moved the counters up to the top above the fold again. I
Oh, we
was
had
missing them.
to.
Yeah. Oh, they look amazing. 8 million dice rolled. Oh,
And like we have a couple thousand people online at any given time, which is pretty nuts to. I mean, us. I think
right,
we talk
right,
about it often. Um,
right. I'm amazed. Who's playing Dungeons and Dragons at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? Probably our friends in Europe. But ooh,
I mean,
wow.
I wish I was.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Also, I'm gonna a little bit of secret. You know, this might be a little bit overinflated if you're connected to the service. You're not actually playing and rolling dice. We still count you because we can't really tell you apart. But it's amazing. Before we had in the hundreds, now we're in the thousands. We had to scale up one of our servers recently to be able to handle all of the traffic, and we love you guys. This might be a good time to mention our Patreon
I was gonna say that.
subscription, right? Campaign. We're trying to get $500 worth of Patreon subscriptions per month so that we can expand our server footprint into other geographical regions. Servers are cheap these days, you'd be surprised, but they're also pretty
Well, we
global.
have been getting lovely emails about how our usage has been increasing. So super shout out to all our Patreons already. You've gotten us or helped us get to this point, and we wouldn't be here without you folks.
Yeah. And it turns out that global data replication is quite expensive. So that's what we need that money for. The next thing I wanted to talk about, which we won't be able to see because of OBS and how it protects my security, but we had a quote unquote problem on our page where you right clicking on things would not work. Any page that had a roll overlay on it, like this one, we got the rolls. Right clicks would not work. Also on the dice pages like this, and you couldn't copy and paste, copy text, and I don't know, it was annoying to me because I would like to, copy and search for things in people's descriptions like, oh, this is for this kind of game that I've never heard of before. Some of other people other than me also raised the issue. So we fixed that. This month we've done a lot of bug fixes. Grimbeard Adventure says, we as creators need to direct more attention to your Patreon. Yes, you do. That would be amazing. Reach out to me about how we can help you do that. I don't really know. Patreon is really new to me, new to Nullfish, and we love everyone who subscribes. If you subscribe, you get access to our neat Patreon dice. You can also adjust some of the settings in your room that usually you're not allowed to, like gravity and lighting. All of these Patreon dice are exclusive to our subscribers. And
We've been talking about upping the Patreon rewards as well. So behind the scenes, I know you folks don't see a lot of the behind the scenes work, but we are talking about better ways to give more support to our Patreon backers, or Patreon patrons, I guess. Yeah, because we
Yeah.
want to do more for you folks, obviously. You've been supporting us with keeping this running, and we want to make sure that you're rewarded properly.
Yeah. Thank you, each and every one of you. The other
Door-to-door
feature
solicitation is an idea. That's I've never considered that.
I have never considered that either. I got neighbors who I've been telling about 3D Dice, and when we were up for the Eddie Award, I went around and told all my neighbors to vote for us for the Eddie. I did not ask them to become Patreon supporters. I like to call the Patreon supporters patrons because it makes me feel like Michelangelo.
Hand out business cards with QR codes. We did that at Gen Con.
And
We have business cards
PAX.
at Gen Con.
And TRB, I think you should remember. I think I asked you for help. I made a cool dice set. I'm going to show you that is connected to the QR code when I went to PAX. Well, maybe let's just switch over there now. Here's that dice set I made. It like looks like glass, and you can kind of see through it. Woo! This you had to meet me at PAX, scan the QR code, and then you got a link to this. Yeah,
Those are beautiful.
yeah, right. I might turn these into a different set to sell that's not purple, so that the PAX purple ones are special, and then I don't know, green or orange or yellow can be for sale.
How you can see through them. That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, this was hard to make. Handa helped me out with it. There's some sort of weird bug in between Blender and our code that if you don't do a certain things that combine the meshes together in a certain order, it messes up how the textures get applied, and then the see-through effect doesn't work right. But yeah, so maybe in the future we could like distribute or sell the FBX models that I ended up making for this so that other people can do see-through dice easily, and not have to go through the pain of me going, and it was working, now it's not working, and like us trying to figure it out. And literally it was order of opera. If we did the outside first combined with the inside, it didn't work. And if you did the inside combined with the outside, it did. I don't remember if that's the right way, but it was one of those two didn't work. It was mind-boggling.
10 rabbit bears sums up what I was about to say. I was like, I think I understand some of those words. I write PHP and JavaScript mostly, but yeah, anything to make it easier would be amazing.
Right? Maybe I should do some dice creation streams again. Post dice
Yes.
creation in the chat if you want me to do that. But back to the agenda. What I meant to show here was and by we I mean Nullfish did this, fixed a bug with the feature that you can drag your dice around. So if you have your correct settings set, so I'll show you here under dice, you have allow players to update rolls and allow players to move their dice. If these are set, then anyone can pick up anyone's dice and drag them around the screen. This is fun for games like Dogs in the Vineyard, where you push 2 dice in the middle to represent your action, or for other games, we need to pair up dice. I think Tunnels and Trolls does that. And one thing you see here is that you bounce off the side of the chat box over here. But in the past, if you remove the roll log from your screen, turn the roll log off, you used to also bounce off the roll log that wasn't visible. Now you can drag it under the roll log. So you can take advantage of the entire screen for games where, like Dogs in the Vineyard, you don't need to add up the dice as much, but dragging them into the center to pair them up to show everyone is a major mechanic of the game. Anything you wanted to add there? No fish?
No, looks great. I love the background effect too.
Oh yeah, I made this in Dungeon Alchemist for one of the Mountain Witch streams. I love this is like one of my favorites. Also, there's a little joke. This character over here, Galaicus, he's supposed to be a hero, but he's been pointing his gun everywhere, and they're like, "Oh, you're hanging out at the campfire shooting everyone." It was played by Grimbeard. I saw him in the chat earlier.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Dungeon Alchemist. Oh, it's so great. I really enjoy it. I'm hoping to have something special Dungeon Alchemist related for our next live play, so stay tuned. The next bug that we fixed was on the Watch Live page. This is really important for a lot of you in the chat because you're streamers. There was a bug where in certain situations, after your stream was over, the VOD would not show up on our page. It depended upon how your Twitch account was connected to your 3D Dice account. Hopefully that should be fixed now. But if you're a streamer and you notice and you come to watch now a day later, you don't see your stream up there, and you're pretty sure it didn't fall off the page, give us a shout. Oh, look, we just showed up. Give us a shout in Discord, and I'll take a deeper look. And if needed, I'll, do a workaround to fix your account manually in the back end, so your VODs will show up if you want them.
And if you are a new streamer tuning in, or you're watching us at a later point on YouTube, do link your Twitch account, because we would love to feature you on this page.
Yeah. So to link your Twitch account, you go to your account and it says Twitch, link your account. Or when you're creating your account originally, use Twitch as your registration. And then your Twitch account will be linked. And if you roll a die while the Twitch account associated with your 3D Dice account is live, we'll add you to this page.
Just be prepared. We will probably join and talk to you, folks. If you ever see comments from 3D Dice _app, we're not a bot. It's either Celeste or me. I know there's a bunch of times I followed people and they're sitting on stream with like a couple hundred people. They're like, "Did a bot just follow me?" And I like start chatting, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's a real person." Like, yes, we're real, and we love watching. Like, we love interacting with your chats. It's truly cool to like watch chats, like not only from like tabletop players, but like people who are outside of tabletop and just are using us as like randomization on their stream. It's always cool to interact with you folks. So yes, please connect your Twitch accounts.
Yeah, I did that to Miss Suck the other day. I was waiting for our stream the live play to go, and I was bored. So I'm like, let's see who's rolling dice. And I dropped in on our stream while I was doing my OBS stuff. I chatted with her. Go, wait, are you the dice people? You are the dice people. And she got really excited, and it was great. She wanted to use the dice. She's like, "Oh, we're gonna roll the dice. If it's above 10, something good happens. What do you want to bet on, chat?" And I'm like, "I want to bet on you coming to raid my stream later." And she's like, "I'll do that anyway." And that was wonderful. But yeah, so you'll show up. Maybe we'll drop in. I dropped in on Windy J D&D yesterday. It was
Just
fun.
dropped in on McDoodle the other day as well. She's really cool. Plays a lot of like different instruments on stream. Used us to build random sandwiches. I think banana and red onion was going on it based on the roll she was getting. So we do not fix our rolls. I have to say, but yeah, it didn't sound like a great combo, but it's very cool application of the 3D Dice stream overlay.
Yeah, but I will not turn down offerings to the Dice Goddess Celeste Bloodrain. So if you do want to send something, I still won't influence your rolls. I have a question about McDoodle. Did she make her own die with the ingredients on it, or just use the numbers?
No, just used numbers, and then she had like a little notepad of like all the different ingredients. So there was like bread type and like various accessory ingredients that went on the sandwich, like protein and all that other stuff. Really cool. I just never considered that.
Yeah, well, I think she needs to watch Captain Morgan's tutorial about how to make your own custom die with text on it, and you can roll it from your Twitch extension. He made one for his chat that will pick which Modern Warfare zone he drops into. So it's really cool.
And you can find that on our homepage.
You can find that on our homepage. Let's drop that. It's at the bottom here. It's also on our streamer page. Where is it? Boom. Right? Warzone drop dice. Could be sandwich dice. Oh. And yeah, we fixed a lot of other bugs this last month. I'm not going to chat about all of them, but you can find them in our change log over here. Just scroll through, see if the bug that you asked about was fixed. And if you do find a new bug, we love to hear your feedback. Come to our Discord, post in our bugs and stuff channel, and either me or Nullfish will reply to you and try to get the bug fixed as soon as we can. But right now we are working on our marketplace to try to get that ready for sale. So some bug fixes may be coming later, especially new features. So please be patient. It's just the two of us. We got a chat from Wanderer's Haven. We did one stream that had a custom physical dice maker on it and used 3D dice. She kept saying the rolls were horrible because she wasn't using real dice. The next stream with her, we used her dice and rolled just as badly the whole game.
I I would love to see the stats on that. This is the exact reason we have stats on the dice pages, because I believe truly some dice are cursed. I don't know why, can't tell you why. We don't do anything to the stats in the background, but there's a reason Dice Jail exists.
Yeah, yeah. Let's take a look at the Bees theme. This is the dice theme that everyone gets for free when they create an account. Look at the stats, right? Look at that. Look how like there's this little bit variation, but nice and flat, especially the D20. So if you don't believe that the dice are fair, you can come here and prove it to your friends or your enemies.
I just thought of a cool filter in our marketplace. We should have like a sort by cursed, like rolls really bad.
Oh, I love that idea. I mean, you should go post that in our feature suggestion channel on Discord.
I should.
Yeah, the neck. Oh, let's check up on chat. I think the dice are perfectly fair until the roll really matters. Yes, they are intelligent dice. They know if it's a big roll, and then they will fail you. The next thing I want to talk about is our live plays. We did one recently, had a wonderful turnout, great people on stream like Nikki Nerds Out, Captain Morgan. We had Beepchu, who's one of our prolific dice creators. She was wonderful. And the final one was Chase from Pocket Bard. Pocket Bard is a wonderful app that I really like to use for my my streams. And I was using it to play board games too. It's got dynamic music. You can pick a scene, change the intensities. I got combat and explore music. Let's see if I can type correctly. No? Okay. Nope. Maybe you can post a link for Pocket Bard while I'm talking. And the important thing here is that I figured out how to put up all of our past things on Twitch. So I have highlights from Mountain Witch Campaign 3. I've uploaded Campaign 1 as well. So if you want to come by and check them out, here are the ones for Campaign 1. You can watch all of them there. The first campaign, I did a lot of demonstration about how to use 3D dice on stream. I gave a behind the scenes look of me clicking around on the interface. For the later ones, I got a little bit more, I don't know, visually impressive, but I've been using Dungeon Alchemist for the backgrounds, and it's been a great time using the tutorial that Captain Morgan made to make our stream channel rewards. People really, really loved the channel rewards. Grim, I think you watched. Maybe you can let us know how you thought about the channel rewards. But Rev Eldritch, who was one of the players from the second stream, he came in. He was on the stream the entire time for the second one, so he had a lot of channel points, and he kept rolling for me. Setting dice in my favor. Yeah, it was great. It was great. Okay, the next thing that I'd like to shout out is Questbound. Questbound is one of our new integrators. They integrated with us a few months ago. I love them. I was trying to get to use them on the live play stream, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it together in time. But it's a tool where you can create your own custom character sheets, build in automations, share them with your party, create rule sets to build your game world. I think that's a feature that's coming. I haven't been able to try that one out. So
Basically, D&D Beyond for your own custom games. Like you can build anything, like your whole system within this tool, which I find very cool. So it's not quite a VTT; it's more of like a system builder. And I think you're doing a really great job with it.
that's a good way to describe it. So I built a custom character sheet for the Mountain Witch, which is a system that's over maybe 20 years old now almost. There's no tools for it available, but I was able to make my own character sheet in Questbound where I could keep track of the trust, tick it up, tick it down. I could use visual coding to make a button to refresh the trust after a rest. And then there were streamer tools where I could turn that into a stream overlay browser source that I could stick in my overlay so I could show the stream. My goal was to have all the players create their own character sheet because I shared it with them and then send me their links so that they could adjust their stats themselves as the game played and I wouldn't have to do it manually. But I wasn't able to pull that off in time. But you should go support his Kickstarter if you want to get access to Questbound, because I think you should, because I enjoy it. Go.
I really enjoy it. I have to back it this weekend. I've been meaning to do that, but yes, you absolutely should back this project. It is very, very cool, and he's a very passionate developer. We've chatted with him a bunch of times. I believe it's just him, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, it's just him right now. Yeah. Yeah, and you can roll our dice from there.
Yes.
So while you're on your Crestbound character sheet, you can roll your 3D dice. Shows up in your overlay, shows up on your phone, shows up on 3ddice.com. It could show up in D&D Beyond if you really wanted. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could.
Well, you could build your own D&D Beyond platform now. So, maybe you'll be the next $24 million purchase by Wizards.
Ooh, fancy. And the last topic I wanted to talk about today was, I see a bunch of you in chat, the Tableverse. So I'm sure you all know about Extra Life. Extra Life is a charity that raises money for the Children's Miracle Network, and they sponsor game-related events throughout the year. The next one that's coming up is the Tabletop Weekend. And these wonderful streamers, all personal friends of mine, have appeared as players on some of our live plays. I've appeared on Goblin Tuesday in the past. I also appeared on Dirty Rollers. And wonderful group of streamers, wonderful people. But they're going to be doing a whole weekend-long event. And, shout out their names: Campfire Stories, Dirty Rollers, Goblin Tuesday, Grimbeard Adventures, Grim Quests. There's 2 Grims. Don't be confused. Rebel Aviator and 10 Rabbit Bears. And they're going to be having like this weekend-long series of tabletop gaming streams where you start on one channel, right into the next channel. It's going to be going all weekend. And Saturday night on the 13th and Sunday the 14th, all of the streamers are going to play together for a 2-part narrative with giveaways. And hopefully there'll be dice to give away. I've been talking with Goblin Tuesday to make sure I can get some dice giveaways in there. So, Grim and TRB, I see you're in the chat. Anything you want to add to that? TRB says that's a real nice collection of fancy, convenient links. Yeah, I didn't put that together. Grimbeard did, so you can thank him.
We should share the link in chat.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I don't have it pulled up. Otherwise, I would have. That's my fault.
No worries. So we got...
We have a command for it.
I have a command for it. You want to check out the Tableverse, April 12th through 14th, Extra Life Weekend. There's the link tree. You can go and visit each one of their channels. Give them a follow. While we're talking about giving people follows, we're only 2 followers away from our follower goal. So if you're in the chat and you haven't followed us yet, please. Yeah, you have a command. I made it this morning, Grim. Of course you have a command. I mean, you have like a personal command for me on your channel when I show up, and it does cooler things than just post in the chat.
It's going to be a fun time. I really am looking forward to that weekend.
Yeah. So Grimbeard or TRB, could you give us a little preview of what you might be giving away? And while we're waiting for them to post that in the chat, anyone have questions? This is the Q&A time. I've ran out of topics, unless Nullfish, you got another topic you want to talk about.
No, while the floor is open for questions, I'll just plug one more time the marketplace that if you are a dice creator, an artist, a physical dice maker, or any of the combination of those, please apply for a merchant application. You can click the Sell Your Dice button at the top of our pages. Fill out the information and we'll get back to you about creating your merchant account. We really want to create a network of dice makers and where you're able to monetize your creations. There's a lot of amazing stuff. I still shout out Fukami. That's and the Sea Glass, and oh my god, the sushi ones are freaking cool. There's just so many cool dice that we really want to help you make money creating these amazing looking dice. Again, we are the only platform where there is no vendor lock-in, right? You buy these and you can use them anywhere you want. So we're trying to build a widespread network of uses for this. Obviously, you have streamers who use this outside of tabletop games, and you have people who use them for tabletop games. So if you're interested, please click the Sell Your Dice button, apply, and we will get back to you.
Yeah. On screen right now, you should see a an overview of all the places we're currently integrated with. If you are an app developer and you do want to integrate with us, we've got a wonderful API and SDK. I say that, well, partially because we built it, but also that's the feedback that we got, that it's super easy to integrate with, takes literal minutes to get up and rolling a die. We love to help you out. If you have any troubles, you need anything, new features, come talk to us. Once you've actually integrated, we'll put you up on here. And we love guest blogs from our integrators to help explain to others coming along what they need to do to integrate. We got one from Questbound, and hopefully we're getting one from HP Tracker soon. That's an Owlbear Rodeo extension that also uses 3D dice. Now there's two. There's our first-party extension, or I guess third-party extension in there, and then our third-party extension, which is HP Tracker. There's a lot of cool stuff like tracking.
Third party squared, yeah.
Third party squared.
Shout out to Josh in our Discord server as well. He's the creator of HP Tracker for Owlbear Rodeo.
Yeah, it's cool. It has SRD related stat blocks that you can pull up. It tracks your HP. It tracks, I think, your initiative too. And you can click on anything in the stat blocks, and it rolls your 3D dice with 3ddice.com, and you can again see it on your phone or anywhere the 3D dice is integrated and hooked up. It's, I don't know, I'm kind of impressed ourselves sometimes.
I'm always impressed. I should shout out. I mean, we have an API and SDK. There are unlimited possibilities. I mean, just a couple months ago, we were someone integrated us into Unreal Engine, and they were rolling with 3D VTubers in Unreal Engine with 3D dice, which I thought was just mind-blowing to me because, I mean, I never considered that either. But yeah, they did that all through the tools that we provide. So if you have cool ideas, we'll try and make it happen.
Yeah. So Grimbeard says we have some item bundles from our various merch stores, like notebooks and stickers, exclusive Tableverse-themed candles from Lizarinth called Bribe the GM, and I have Dark Vision. I love those names. Possibly some dice trays and dice sets and some really wonderful Tableverse branded cheese trays made by Shiro.
That's unfair because I could easily be bribed with cheese trays, especially if they do have already cheese on them.
I don't know. I sensed some sort of theme. There was like a Goblin Tuesday cheese heist game. I feel like that was the first time that they used 3D dice on stream, Goblin Tuesday. Something about cheese going on with the Tableverse, but I can't say cheese is bad. All right.
Still open for questions if any of you have them. I've run out of topics as well. Again, launching the marketplace, mentioned that. Yeah, just a lot of cool stuff behind the scenes. We're having a lot of cool conversations with different integrators, different partners. Again, trying to expand the 3D dice universe and trying to get more people into tabletop games, which is always a win. Anybody we can bring into this amazing hobby of ours is a huge win for us, and we want to make it very easy to do so. Hey, Rebel.
Rebel Aviator, welcome. We were just talking about you. Did your ears burn?
It was good things. You
good things. We were talking about the Tableverse and how you're going to be doing a special event for the Extra Life weekend that's coming up. So let's see. While we're waiting for any final questions, I'm going to see if there's any D&D streamers who are up that we can raid.
Plug our socials. You can find all our socials at the bottom of the website. Join our Discord. We just got enough users that we can finally see stats in our server, so celebrate with us. That's amazing. We're really excited about the community that we're building. So if you haven't followed our Discord or haven't joined our Discord yet, please do. We're still on X, Twitter, whatever it is. We're on Blue Sky. We're on anywhere. Search for us. You'll find us.
Yes. We really hope that you come by our Discord. We love talking with all of you. Okay. I don't see any names I recognize playing Dungeons and Dragons right now. So let's see if we can. What about Game Master Eric? Do something random.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, let's see. But, alrighty. So I would like to thank all of you who are in the chat. I know so many of you who use us on stream, use us in your games, and we really appreciate every last one of you. So come by. If you ever need any support, we will definitely support you back. Thanks for rolling with us and enjoy your D&D. We'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you all for joining. Bye, folks.